due to the way that you feel about yourself, that's what's going to cause you to settle for people that you feel are kind of like on your level, so to speak. Meaning, if you feel you're damaged and you feel you got some things that you're ashamed of that you haven't fully healed past or accepted or learned to accept, then you're going to find yourself with people that basically can't love you the way you deserve. And that's causing you to settle. And so you have to start realizing that you have to be a good judgment of character. You have to. And it's what's stopping you from doing that is the mindset around that I don't have the audacity to do that. I shouldn't be judging nobody. Look at me. You have those feelings about you that you're not good enough to do that. That's why you're settling.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute?
Hey girlfriends, it's your girl Kindall D, back with the Hey Girlfriend podcast. And today there's no video. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get more consistent with it or do more, but I am in the process of updating my my content room, my office, I guess you would say, my office. And so stuff is everywhere, and I ain't got it set up how I want, so it's gonna be a minute. It ain't had time either. So I didn't want to go another week without not doing a podcast. I'll skip a week, but I don't like skipping more than a week because I have to keep y'all engaged and keep the content coming. And plus, I be having thoughts and stuff I need to get out, so I need to get them out. But today we're gonna talk about not just settling. This is gonna be a bit deeper than just the typical girl, stop settling, you deserve better. If y'all know me and you've been listening to me, you know that I do not do surface level shit, because that's where the wordplay come into play. The wordplay. That's where it comes into play. The easier said than done. And yeah, you're not supposed to say easier said than done. It's not good to say or whatnot. But in our sense, in a sense with us, and probably with a lot of people, but I'm saying us, like us women, like us in this community, I feel that we can logically know to do something, but subconsciously something is blocking us from executing that. And I like to get to that part. I like to get to your subconscious to help you to understand why you're doing what you're doing, to help you figure out how you can move past that. Not just telling you. I can tell you all day long, girl, stop settling. You're settling. Duh, you probably know that too. But what is that going to help? So I'm feeling like this is going to be a lot deeper. I was thinking of some thoughts and I got some downloads last week, and I posted this already on my Instagram, which is AppinThatGirl2. I posted it there already. I think Monday. I can't remember, but I posted it, and so I want to expound on it a bit because I'm like, that's what it is. That's why I settled in the past, and that's why I feel a lot of women do settle. Period, because of that subconscious mindset around it. So let's get into it. So the thing is, you know how that saying goes that how does it go? We look for the love we feel we deserve, or we get the love we feel we deserve, or something like that. I want to expound on that because that's exactly what's happening. So, but why though? Why are you settling for that type of love you think you deserve? Maybe because it's all the love you know, or maybe because you don't feel that you deserve better. And let me explain that more. So you can want better, but something in you could be stopping you from getting that better because of the beliefs, subconscious beliefs possibly, that you have about yourself. So what I mean with this is that if you feel like you're damaged in any way, you feel ashamed of your past, you feel ashamed of who you are, you feel ashamed of any part of you, you are going to find yourself settling and dismissing red flags and trying to be super understanding to everyone you come across, because you have that mindset of, you know, I know I'm not perfect and I got this and this and that going on. So, I'm trying to be understanding and compassionate to them because I would want someone to do the same for me. You have that mindset. And it's like, I would want someone to do that to me. And I feel like this and that. I hear it all the time when I coach you all. Like, I hear it. That's the main thing I hear. I always ask the questions like, why do you feel you stayed? And they always say, because I would have wanted someone to stay with me. I know what it feels like to be abandoned. I know what it feels like to be rejected. I want someone to do this and that for me, and I get it. But let me tell you how this is ruining you. Let me tell you how this is causing you to settle subconsciously. You're probably not even trying to. I know you want better. I know you do. But your mindset is just not allowing you, your subconscious mindset, because of that. So due to the way that you feel about yourself, that's what's going to cause you to settle for people that you feel are kind of like on your level, so to speak. Meaning, if you feel you're damaged and you feel you got some things that you're ashamed of that you haven't fully healed past or accepted or learned to accept, then you're going to find yourself with people that basically can't love you the way you deserve. And that's causing you to settle. And you're probably not even trying to settle, but you feel like that's all that you can get. Or you feel like that's what being a nice woman is about. Or being a good woman is about, And so what you have to do essentially is change the way that you feel about yourself. Change the way that you view yourself. Change the shame, turn that shame around and turn it into self-acceptance. One thing about shame is that it is going to block your self-love, your confidence, self-esteem. It's going to have you feeling low, which is going to cause you to look low for partners, relationships, and all of that, And like I said, it's all subconsciously. It's not like you're thinking, I'm going to go find the bottom of the barrel people. No, you're wanting good people, but it's like you don't feel that you can aim that high because you don't feel you deserve to. You don't feel you deserve to judge someone's character and to judge someone to say, that's not good enough for me. You don't feel confident enough to say that. You don't feel you deserve to say that that's not good enough for me. And I want you to marinate on that for a minute, Think about it. Like, do you really truly feel you deserve to have standards or to have high standards or to declare that something's not good enough for you or to declare that I'm moving on? Or do you feel like you have, the right to quote unquote abandon someone? Because it's not essentially abandoning someone or rejecting someone. It's you determining that, okay, I see their character and I see how they are. That's not what I'm looking for. And I have to move on. And once you come to terms with the fact that you won't be everyone's cup of tea and you will be rejected or quote unquote abandoned, it's not really being abandoned when you think about it. I know it feels like it. It feels like abandonment, but it's really not. It's really that person setting you free to go find what is really for you, because it's not them. And they're doing you a favor, really. So you have to kind of twist it around and look at it like that. And so you have to start realizing that you have to be a good judgment of character. You have to. And it's what's stopping you from doing that is the mindset around that I don't have the audacity to do that. I shouldn't be judging nobody. Look at me. You have those feelings about you that you're not good enough to do that. That's why you're settling. That's why you're in those low quality relationships. That's why you're in those toxic bad relationships. That's why you keep getting done wrong and keep getting hurt. Because you tried to love someone through their shit. You tried to love them for who they are when you shouldn't have been, because who they are was probably not good for you. You were looking past all the red flags, trying to be super understanding. And that's why you keep getting got. That is why you keep settling. That is the mindset shift that needs to happen. So it's time for you to start to feel better about yourself and to undo the shame, I want you to know that self-love does not entail you being perfect. It doesn't mean that you have to get to a perfect place on your healing before you can love yourself. It's simply accepting you, flaws and all. It's simply accepting you for who you are. It's simply accepting your past, accepting your wrongs, accepting all of it. It's accepting all of you and understanding you. It's like, for example, for me, I ain't had no squeaky background. I ain't have the best upbringing. But if I let that keep shaming me and making me feel bad about myself, I would keep picking people that I feel like are on my level of understanding, I would have kept picking people that I feel like I had needed to heal. Not only are you trying to earn love with that, but you're also trying to pick people that you feel like, quote unquote, like on your vibrational level. I don't say quote, why I say quote unquote for that? No. You're picking people that you feel are on your vibrational level, And like back in the day when I was dating and my 2 toxic exes that I was picking and choosing, like y'all know Toxic X Chronicles, the book, John, that I wrote about all about that shit. And y'all keep asking me when book 2 coming. I promise it's coming. I'm trying to rearrange my life so that I can just really focus on typing, because I set goals at the start of this year to complete books, and I started on them. I was going real strong like the first 4 months of the year, and then I don't know what happened. So I got to get back at it, because I keep dodging finishing the book because it's a lot of work, but I need to do it because yeah. So it's coming. I promise. I'm getting my mind right. But I picked those toxic exes because I feel like they were damaged like me. Simply put. I felt like that, I can give them the love like I would want. I can love them through their shit like I would want. But it's like, you have to get to a point to, why am I wanting someone to love me through my shit instead of just loving me for who I am, fully showing up, full, authentic, and ready to receive and give love, You have to change how you look at yourself, girlfriends. You have to change how you feel about yourself. Quit feeling so low about yourself. It don't matter what you've been through. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't even matter how you look. You can think, oh, I'm not the prettiest in the bunch. I don't feel like you should be thinking that. But I know some of y'all like to be honest with yourself, and you like to say that I'm not conventionally attractive. I get it. You can say that I feel like you the shit. You should say that you the shit, whether someone agrees or not. I don't care what you look like. You deserve to feel good about yourself and deserve the best. So once you change how you feel about yourself, that is what's going to change your perception when you date. Because you see things as you are, not as they are. Meaning that whatever is resonating in you, that's what's going to be your perception. And so if you feel a certain way about yourself, you feel low about yourself, you're going to pick low. I'm going to tell you something that I want you to stop apologizing for. Stop apologizing for declaring that something is not good enough for you, or that you are too good for something. Like, it's okay to be like, yeah, I am too good for that. Or no, I don't want that. Or no, that's not good enough for me. Or yes, I do think I'm all that. Or yes, I am. Okay, you think I'm conceited? Okay, whatever. Let somebody paint you as being the villain. Oh, well, that's what they think. But you. I hope you do. I'm going to tell you a little something that happened today at work. So I'm in training, and we work from home. So everything is all on Teams meeting. I don't know if y'all ever heard of it if you don't work from home, but it's like video chat for work or whatever. So I'm in Teams meeting, and we are doing some retraining for some new stuff we're learning, right? And so we were talking about dishwashers because I work for appliance company. And we're talking about dishwashers, and I was mentioning how back in the day, I mentioned how someone mentioned before that they used to not understand why people would call and get upset about their dishwasher not working and needed to work ASAP. And they were like, just, they will say like, well, don't you just get you some gloves and start washing and busting some suds? Wash the dishes and whatnot. Hand wash them. And then I was telling them like how that trainer mentioned that she had to change her mindset around and realize that some people really need it, because this one lady she talked to had a bunch of kids, and that was her thing she had to do. She said, if we don't get these dishes in the dishwasher in the morning, then we're not eating dinner. And so she said that put into perspective for her. And then I started joking like I don't have a lot of kids or nothing like that, but I use my dishwasher faithfully. Faithfully. And then one of the teammates, she was like, she wasn't really directed at me. She didn't say it harshly. How I'm about to say it may sound harsh. But she was like, yeah, I hand wash dishes still. It's not about, what she says, something about, it's not, I'm not too good to hand wash dishes or something. She said, I'm not too good to wash dishes by hand or something. And I sat there for a minute, and I was like, and let her finish, and then I kind of laughed, and I came in, I was like, well, I'm sorry, I am too good to wash dishes by hand. And me and a few others started laughing because we were agreeing. I said, once you use that dishwasher, baby, you're not going back. Once you use the dishwasher, you are going to use it faithfully and unapologetically. You're going to use it because it makes your life so much simpler. I'm all for any little way I can make my life simpler. I am for it because I am good enough for that. And yes, I'm too good to do too much labor if it's not possible. And so when I said that, I felt good saying it. It only would have been like, oh yeah, No, I am too good to wash dishes by hand. I can't mess up my manicure. I'm too good for it. I don't got the time. And really, my husband does the dishes anyway because I cook and he do the dishes. But, there's neither here or there. Every now and then I have to have to put a few things in the dishwasher. Kind of, not really. But I'm just saying, when I lived alone, I'm not hand washing shit. And so that's what I'm saying. That small aspect of my life, I started telling myself, I deserve what the fuck I want. I deserve to, I can say I'm too good for that. And if anyone else out there take it a certain way, or they take it as you being stuck up, high maintenance, whatever, let them. Oh, well. Oh, well. This is your life, Why are you trying to please them? You probably don't care about them that much either. You probably don't like them that much either. You just don't like the opinion that they may have of you. But it's like, oh, well. Oh, fucking well. But think highly of yourself, Stop apologizing for declaring that something is not good enough for you. I want you to listen to this, and as you begin to date, or as you out there dating or whatnot, and just in your life, everywhere in general, I want you to, before you tell yourself anything that makes you feel like that you don't deserve that, or anything to set your mind up to say, well, I wish I could some, or I'm trying, or you find you're trying to be super understanding to anything. Stop yourself and say, well, wait a minute. I want you to stop yourself in your tracks when you see yourself settling again. And I mean just on everything. Settling even for what to eat for dinner. Settling on when you go buy a car. Or you may have to settle on that depending on your credit. And I'm not trying to shame nobody because I had to settle on some shit I didn't want. I'm just saying. Well, y'all get what I'm saying. I'm trying to make examples. I like making examples because I feel it just makes it cohesive. But, yes. Stop settling. And as you stop settling in little areas of your life, like I don't even settle on certain hair. You know, I buy extensions. I don't even settle on no cheap ass hair. Or there's no hair from from just anywhere. You know, the simple shit. I don't care what anybody think of me. I don't care. I don't settle on what kind of clothes I'm gonna wear, what kind of makeup I'm putting on my face. I don't settle on what kind of lotion I'm gonna use on my body. You know, I make sure that everything around me is of the quality that I feel it should be. And it can be different for everyone, you know? I like to use a Vino lotion, and I like this new shea butter I've been using by this girl I buy it from. It smells wonderful, and it's so soothing. I use the shea butter and that. I've been using the whipped shea butter and stuff now. So that's what I use. Somebody else can be like, well, I like Suave Vaseline Intensive Care. It ain't about the price. It ain't about somebody saying, wow, that's low quality, that's cheap. Okay, if it's high quality to you, it makes you feel good, and that's feel like that's the best for you, do that. I want you to pick what is best for you, not what you think you can get or what you think you need to settle for. No, raise it up a little bit. You know, pick what's best for you. And if you want to determine, maybe determine some new things that could be best for you, something that could be better for you. Say, don't be afraid to try new things. To be like, oh, amping your life up even more. You know, I'm always doing it. Like everything that I do for me is gonna be of the best quality. Everything that I purchase, everything that goes into my body, the food I eat. I mean, to some it may not be like that. Ain't that high quality, but to me it is. I'm gonna use the best of everything, buy the best of everything that is in my not only tax bracket, but that I feel is best for me. And I'm only growing and getting better. You know, I'm only increasing that. And that increases my confidence. When I pour into myself like that, when I think about myself like that, when I think about, me deserving the best and me turning down shit when it ain't for me, that's, what builds my confidence. And I think what sometimes breaks our confidence and our self-esteem is the naysayers and what they may say about us thinking that way about ourselves. We may think that we don't, they may think that we don't deserve to think that way about ourselves. And in turn, we start to think like that. Subconscious is like, I can't think that way about myself. I can't think that highly of myself. I don't deserve to think that highly of myself. I ain't all that. You may not be telling yourself that word from word, but I'm telling you, when you settle, you subconsciously think that that's all that you deserve and that's all that you can get. And it ain't. It ain't, girlfriends. You deserve what you deserve better. I'm not going to say what that better looks like, but once I realized that settling for them damaged ass men, trying to heal them and love them, and probably healing men that probably didn't think they even need to be healed. Once I realized that ain't where it's at, and that just leave me God every time, I developed myself more. And I'm gonna tell you something else. Like, I started dating better, and I feel like that also boosted my confidence because it's almost like I was trying to break the pattern and trying to change my subconscious and trying to do better, but I didn't really quite know what I was doing. I was kind of feeling my way out. And I'm going to also do a book. It's going to be a third book of the Toxic Ex Chronicles series. The third book is going to be about me dating after the toxic exes. I'm excited about that. I ain't started on that, but I'm just telling y'all, getting y'all excited about it because that's always been the plan. 3 books. The second one is the second toxic relationship. The third one is going to be me dating and learning to date and learning how to choose better quality men and my dating experiences. Is because, baby, them dating experiences after my toxic exes was a trip. It wasn't traumatic for me, but it's a trip. And I need to get to writing. You know what? I need to get to writing because I'm excited to put these out. I am excited for y'all to read it. And I have a journey to share, man. And I have to share it with y'all. And I still want it to be like a series and all of that. I feel like, and this is me thinking highly of myself, I feel it deserves to be out there. I already know the actors I'm going to put in. I see myself putting it together and putting it how I want it to be. I feel like, I'm going to think like Beyonce thinks about her shows. that's somebody else that can help you to boost yourself. Like, I find that people say, when people say Beyonce is overrated or they don't like Beyonce for whatever reason, you can not like her music, but you gotta respect the hustle. That woman works damn hard, and she is meticulous, and makes sure her shows are perfect to her liking. And I love that shit. I used to not love it back then, but then I started really developing myself and realizing that, damn, I do the same thing. You know, and my husband, oh, he gives me shit sometimes. He calls me Princess Kindall. It's all in love and joking, but he's like, yeah, you particular. Because I was telling him something my mom did. He said, running the family, you particular just like her. And I'm looking at him like grinning, like, shut up. But I love it, and he loves it too. Obviously, he put a ring on it, and he makes sure that I have everything that I want to my liking. I promise you, start talking like you all that and dare to. Don't give a fuck what nobody else gonna say. It's gonna be some people try to tear you down and tell you that you shouldn't think all that. Think you all that. Like y'all may not be familiar. Some of y'all may be that my listeners, but the rapper Sexy Red, yeah, the one with the real ratchet girl. I'm gonna leave my opinions of her off of this podcast. But a lot of people are like, but she ain't even sexy. Alright, but maybe she thinks she is. Bam. Be a little delusional. That's something else I want to throw in here. You know what? Be a little delusional. And I feel like being a little delusional in this can help you stop settling, because it's like somebody else may not think that way about you. It may be other people out there that think you shouldn't think that highly of yourself, or think that you are putting your standards too high. It's going to be a lot of people, and maybe even yourself telling yourself that. But be a little delusional and dare to do that. And dare to claim that, I'm all that. You may think, like, if you find yourself saying I'm unconventionally attractive, start saying, I'm the shit and I look damn good. Start telling yourself that, and watch your attitude change. Watch, I'm telling you, watch your attitude change, because to stop settling, y'all, you're gonna have to judge people. I'm just gonna put it out there like that, and I think sometimes we're uncomfortable with that, because we know that, okay, that means people can judge us. All right, let them judge you. And if they judge you according to how they feel, that's how they feel. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Them ain't your people. Just like the people you judge to be in your space, they ain't your people. Because before you bring anyone into your space, into your heart, into your home, even into your energy field, whatever you want to call it, before you bring anyone into your space, you have to be a judgment of their character. You have to judge them. You're going to have to judge and see if they are meant to be in your life, if they are a fit. And if, it's not about saying, okay, if they're good enough for me or not. It's really about judging their character to see, okay, can they fit in my life? Are we a match? Are we compatible? So you have to get to a place to where, one, you're okay with being judged because you don't give a damn what they say. That takes some time. But to work your way up to that too would be changing how you feel about your damn self, girlfriends. That's what basically all of this is about. And this is how it's going to, and this is what will change your mindset. When you begin to think of yourself on a different level, when you begin to think of yourself, be delighted in yourself. And when you undo the shame from whatever you feel ashamed about, whatever you feel low about, whatever you feel not the best confident about, whenever you undo that shame and you start to accept it and be okay with it, you will find that it's easier for you to be a judgment of character. So that's why you're settling, because you can, like I said in the beginning, you can logically be like, you know what you want, you want better. But you may have a hard time believing that you would deserve that better. It's like, logically, in the front of your mind, you're like, I want better, I know I want that, I want love like this. But in the back of your mind, you're saying, but I don't deserve it. But I can't get it though. But, this is the best I can get. Or you're finding people that are like damaged, thinking that, okay, they're damaged like me, maybe we can heal and grow together. And then, it's someone on my level. You're afraid for someone to maybe really see you. You're afraid to feel like you're beneath someone, so you're afraid to, to date up. But I mean, you're gonna date on the vibration. You're going to date on the vibrational level that you are currently on every single time. So once you vibrate higher, then you would choose from the people that's higher. And I say people because I mean romance, friends, I mean everyone, associates, all of it. It's not just about lovers. It's all of it, because I want you all to have the people in your life that you were a good judgment of character and you realize that they're a fit for you. You know? So, I hope this helped you all. You know? I hope it gave you a little insight to why you're settling. Because like I said before, I do not like to just tell you to stop doing something without giving like some how to do it or giving you the reason why you're doing it. I think sometimes when we understand ourselves better and understand the why, it makes it easier for us to actually execute it. Because you can always know what it is in the forefront of your brain, of your head. But that subconscious is going to get you every time. Every single time. So, yep, that's where the reprogramming needs to happen. It needs to happen to where you feel better about yourself. When you feel better about yourself, you'll choose better. Because remember what I said, we settle for the love we feel we deserve. And if where you're at in your life is a little low because you feel a little low about yourself, you're going to settle for the low love every single time. Because you're trying to be super understanding. Because you want somebody to be super understanding to you. Every single time. But I hope that helped. Once again, that's all I got for this podcast episode, girlfriends. As always, go to I'veBeenThatGirl.net. Check out my coaching. Check out my books. Newsletter. Because when I drop the books, I'm going to send you a newsletter. And send like email alerts and updates and stuff. I was at one point sending like weekly newsletters, well monthly, but child, life be life. But I'm definitely, whenever books come out, I definitely drop that in the email so you can stay posted and stay, in the know. Yeah, my Patreon, if you join for $10, you can get half off of ebooks that I already have out. All that's on my I'veBeenThatGirl.net. Check it out. So, until the next podcast episode, girlfriends, peace out.